Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Repair Panda. Today we have a XTS 2500. It's in pretty rough shape. The housing's cracked, and chips out of it. The gasket's coming out, so it has been opened. The battery contact's a little messy. So we're going to have a little one or two videos on this radio while we get it prepped. I bought this one. This is my radio. I actually purchased this to fix and resell. The first thing we're going to do is fix this antenna port. It is pretty badly crooked, and when I put in an antenna adapter, as you can see, it wiggles back and forth pretty badly. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we need a flathead. Let's go ahead and get us a flathead here. Because the housing's broken, I'm not too worried about it breaking the housing even more than what it already is. Alright, so we open that up. As you can see, the gasket is broken, so we'll have to replace that. But everything else so far is good. The speaker is good, screen's good, keypad's good, so we're going to keep all that. But what we're going to look at is this antenna port. So you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can kind of see I can just pull that out without it being on the board. That's how bad that is. That's how broken it is. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 anchor points, and then the center hole that is for the pin. So let's go ahead. These are your not typical Motorola T-bits. They are, I do believe, T8 or T9. T7s, I'm sorry. They are T7s. Been a while since I worked on an XTS. So T7s. Let's go ahead and take these off. So you have 2 screws down here, 1 in the middle, and 2 screws up here. And then this entire shield will come off. I forgot the one in the middle. Alright, there you go. Now the shield is off. And you can just pull this right off of the board now. Like I said, we're going to have a multi-part system. Looking at all these pins. Okay, that's just solder that's come off. Alright, so on the back of the board here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 holes that are your anchor points that we have to desolder. But before we do that, we're going to have to change this tip. This tip's going to be too small for what we want to do. So we're going to change it out to this bigger one. Unless this one's... Let's see. I don't know if that one's cleared or not. Yep, that one's cleared. Let's see. Yep, it'll make it just fine. Alrighty, so we put on our new tip. And unfortunately, I don't know these sizes. This just came in. I just bought the variety pack. Right. So once those are heated, once my soldering iron and desoldering iron are heated up, we'll be back to clean up this. I'm going to go pull a busted XTS out of my unrepairable bins to pull off a working antenna port. So I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. So this is our board right here. This is our replacement board. You'll see the design's a little different. This is an older style XTS. This is known as an AN at the very end of its model number. This is known as a BN board. It has a BN at the end of its model number. Other than that, it does the same exact thing. So I'm able to take this antenna port and put it in here. This one already has other issues that I'm not going to attempt to fix. So we're going to desolder the antenna port from here and put it onto this one. We may end up having to use the heat gun a little bit as well. I think this is going to be too thick. We'll see. Normally, a lot of people take a like a torch that you'd use for food, like a torch to caramelize sugar on like a creme brulee, and heat it on this side and just let it drop. I don't have a torch, so we're doing it a little harder, a harder way than normal, which is just fine. We'll take our time with it. Because let's be honest, who's actually going to have a torch just laying around their shop if they're not used to doing work with a torch? There we go. And then we take our, see if it pops out. Yep, there we go. And we got it. Didn't need a torch at all. Doing it that way, doing it with a torch makes it a little bit easier. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clean up the board that we're fixing on. And then we'll push out the broken anchor points. Let's see if we can just push them out. There we go. And there we clean out the pin. There we go. It's coming along nicely. Clean it up. Get a bunch of the gunk out of there. There we go. Perfect. So now we take our new antenna port, shove it straight through. Get the center pin attached real quick. And then we're going to use, because this is a bigger tip than what I have on my soldering iron, we're going to use our desoldering iron to heat up and melt the solder to get onto these anchor points. All right, so let's do that now. There we go. And go to the next one. And the last one. Now we just go back through real quick. And there you go. You can clean up the flux from it. And if we zoom out here, bring this board up, you can see, or you can make it nice, get a little closer, come on. There you go. And as you can see, it looks really good. It's on there nice and tight. So now if we put an antenna adapter on it, it doesn't move back and forth like it did. And it's a nice solid connection. So now we have replaced our antenna port. We're going to replace our volume pot as well. And that'll be it for this video. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. That's right. I gotta switch this out real quick. There. That's the one I need. All right. Forgot to switch it back to the smaller one. There we go. Trying to do the job of a small tip with a big tip. It doesn't work out very well. Got two more. One more. Go. Now, like always, we take our. There you go. There's the volume pot off. Give it a little clean. Gonna clean on both sides. This one, this through puller didn't get cleaned out all the way, so we'll turn it around, melt it from the back side, and there you go. Now it's 100% clean. Alright. Now we go and get our volume pot. There it is. Oh, I forgot to readjust my camera. Sorry about that. There we go. That's my bad, everyone. So we just take our volume pot just like normal on any other radio. A volume pot's a volume pot. Just depends on how many connectors it has. This one has 5 pins plus 2 anchor points. And there we go. Now we just come back. And a little bit more on that one. There we go. Get the anchor point looking nice. There we go. We now have replaced our volume pot and our antenna port. What's next? In our next video, we'll go over replacing the battery contacts, and we'll talk about replacing this gasket that is no good anymore. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you enjoy my content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you have an issue with an XTS or any other type of professional radio, go ahead and list it down in the comments below, and I'll give it a try to see if I can't get one in that has a similar issue, or I can duplicate it and explain how to go ahead and fix it. So enjoy the day, and see you next time.